Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Before we get to the video, Daryl and I wanted to touch base with you and simply share that we took a small break from social media for a while during the holidays. Had we known it would have been that long of a break, we would have put something out letting everyone know.
Yeah, because we thought it was just going to be a 3 or 4 week break.
Yeah.
And as many of you probably know, it's been a little bit longer than 3 or 4 weeks. But we wanted to let you know that we're back. And we wanted to say thank you to so many who have reached out to us to make sure we were okay. So thank you all very much for your kindness and your concern.
Thank you.
Now, let's get to the video. Today, Clay and I visit an iconic symbol of the American West. It rises from the desert floor with colossal sandstone formations of buttes and spires, some standing 1,000 feet tall. It has the appearance of a sci-fi special effects movie, but this is not make-believe, for this is Monument Valley, located on the border of northern Arizona and southern Utah. Come with us as we visit one of America's great natural wonders. Our visit begins at the Monument Valley Navajo Tribal Park Center. This is where we purchase our $8 per person ticket. And because Monument Valley is located on the Navajo Nation Reservation, we booked a sunset tour with Navajo Spirit Tours. Price $75 per person. We booked a tour instead of taking the self-guided tour in our own vehicles. Time to load up with Bill and Andy, who we've been traveling with for the past several months, and of course with our wonderful guide, Larry. Our vehicle is an open-air flatbed that will allow unrestricted panoramic views. We take a short drive from the Welcome Center to the official entrance, and we can clearly see this was going to be a special experience. Here at the official entrance of the park is where we show our tickets that we purchased at the Welcome Center. And keep in mind, even though you book a tour, you still have to purchase a per-person ticket. Turning on to the scenic loop. The ride can be bumpy and dusty at times, but not an issue for us. Some of the mesas here, like the one called the Mitchell Mesa, well, they're the size of some small cities. Here's a look from the road. And here is a look from Google Earth. Impressive. And that large rock structure is the Sentinel Mesa. It actually sits in the state of Utah, and it's just as impressive. And that's the sign showing you the way to the 17-mile loop through the park. Our first stop is in sight as we marvel at the 92,000 acres of incredible prehistoric landscape. And now our first stop. We have arrived at what is known as the West and East Mitten, and I can see where this formation gets its name. Each formation looks like a hand wearing, well, a mitten. Here's the West Mitten. It's like a glove, right? A mitten. And back there is the East Mitten. And man, this land seems to have no end. On to the next stop. We pass another popular butte called the Merrick Butte. And as mentioned before, you can drive your personal vehicle on the loop, pending weather conditions. Motorcycles, however, are not allowed. Our next stop is there in the distance. It's called the Elephant Butte. It too has a pull-off. Again, look at the size of these formations. And no matter where you stop, this place offers breathtaking and inspiring scenes of rugged and even a harsh landscape. With its 6 inches of annual rain and 5 inches of snow, not much grows out here. A few trees, sage, and some tumbleweed. Very different from the southeastern part of the United States that I'm familiar with.
Thanks, Mikey.
Love it.
Hey, if you would, let us know in the comments what you think of Monument Valley. We'd love to hear your opinions. Next on the tour is one of the most iconic stops in the valley, but not before we get a look at the formation known as the Three Sisters. This park has been in the making for millions of years, but was really only discovered by the world after Hollywood began to use the location in some of its movies. And that brings us to the iconic fourth stop. This is John Ford's Point. He got his name due to the Hollywood director John Ford, who used Monument Valley in 9 of his movies. His first in 1939, called The Stagecoach with John Wayne. And the region, well, it's been a star attraction ever since. Not only were old westerns filmed here, but many others like The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp, Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. National Lampoon's Vacation made a stop out here, as did Back to the Future Part 3, just to name a few. Let's come look at the edge over here, Clay. This spot is one you don't want to miss. It offers sweeping, dramatic, stunning views. I wanted Clay to come with me to the edge in order to get a better look, but she says she could see just fine from where she was. This is an absolutely beautiful, stunning place, isn't it?
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. If you guys can get out here, get
Oh,
out
yeah.
here and
You
do this.
got to put it on your list.
You have to put this on your bucket list.
After leaving John Ford's Point, our tour guide took us in the backcountry where only guided tours are allowed. We saw formations like the Sleeping Dragon. The name of this formation makes sense as well. Can you see its head? That would be its back. And now for a closer look. Next, we're taken to one of the dozen or so Navajo families who call Monument Valley home. Here are several homes that are called hogans. It's made from the earth, consisting of wood, tree bark, and mud, and all the doors face east, so to catch the sunrise and greet each day accordingly. There's no running water here, or electricity. We were able to go inside and get a glimpse of life here.
Flat flies coming this way. Tell Belle and them.
Yeah, come in this way and then you can stand right here and
And back outside, well, this iconic landscape gives one the idea of the harsh living conditions for those who call it home. Winters can get cold, and I understand the summers can get hot, though the heat is tempered by its 7,000 feet of elevation. Next, our guide takes us to another spot accessible only when you book a tour, as we take in more of this rugged but enchanting place that leaves one wondering if they've landed on another planet. We're now arriving at one of nature's large amphitheaters. This is called the Big Hogan, and our tour guide gave us an up-close and personal experience with its uniqueness. Man, just look at this place. Hey, buddy. Hey.
Eagle. That is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
And our final stop for this video is called the Sun's Eye. Check it out.
You bring it. That is so cool. I look at the eyelashes.
And as mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is a sunset tour, and well, it didn't disappoint. We thoroughly enjoyed our 2.5 to 3 hour tour of Monument Valley. Larry and the Navajo Tours Group made the experience truly special, one that we will not soon forget. Hey, thanks for watching. To see more videos, click the one that's on the screen, and we'll see you there. Until then, be well and stay safe.
That's you, your mom, your dad, your paternal, maternal grandfather. See that M there?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you come from your mother's side of the family. And the way for you to remember this, you're like this.
Mm-hmm.
You're like this in this world. You're
Yep.
hitchhiking all over the world.
Uh-huh.
And if I ask you who's your mom,
Uh-huh.
and you use that, you say, that's my mom.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And so where you put the wedding band on,
Mm-hmm.
you marry back into your paternal grandfather.